Hello, my name is Sally Gunn, and I love to read children's stories. Are you a person who hopes that one day we may contact beings from another planet? The main character in this book, If You Come to Earth by Sophie Blackall, is Quinn. He writes a letter on a very long sheet of paper. Maybe that's because there's so much to tell and so many pictures to draw. He tells the otherworldly visitor about the many kinds of places, the kinds of activity, the kinds of animals, sizes, colors, weather, and all the hundreds of things to know about us, you and I, living on this planet. The author has met thousands of children during her travels around the world in her support of charities helping children. What would you write to tell about our world? If You Come to Earth by Sophie Blackall. And she's done the pictures in this book as well. Dear visitor from outer space, if you come to Earth, here's what you need to know. You can find us near a big sun and a tiny moon and a bunch of other planets. Ours is the greeny blue one. The green and brown bits are land, and the blue stuff is water. People mostly live on the land in big cities, like this, and small towns, and tiny villages, or just in the middle of nowhere. Some people like to live like that. We live in all kinds of homes. Throughout this book, you're going to have to take a look at all the pictures. They have so much to tell. Look at the different kinds of homes. A castle, something made out of adobe, someone who lives on a houseboat, a colonial house, a lighthouse, all kinds of places. We live in all kinds of families. There are more than 7 billion people on Earth. We all have bodies, but every body is different. Except for my friends who are identical twins and look the same, except for Mustafa's mole. Inside our heads, we are usually thinking, but you can't see our thoughts. But sometimes we show our feelings on our faces. Look at these feelings. Even if we don't feel like it, we get dressed every day. We wear different clothes depending upon what we do. This man's a violinist. He's putting on his very formal suit. This man is going out for a walk. This place looks like we need to put on more clothes because it's maybe cold outside. This woman is getting ready for her wedding, so she's got a wedding gown on. And this one, guess where he's going? Outer space. There's lots of different weather in the world. Some of it's good and some of it's bad. Rain, thunder and lightning storms, hail. Oh my, too much rain and people flood it out down here. Wherever people live, we usually have to go someplace else. There are lots of ways to get there. Oh boy, look at these. Different kinds of boats, on a horse, skating, walking, running, skiing, in cars, in trucks, in buses, in fire engines. Oh, airplanes. Look at this. All kinds of things. Trains, helicopters, a balloon. I'm a kid, and kids go to school to learn stuff so that we will know what to do when we're grown up. Grown-ups do lots of things. Maybe you can see the pictures of the many things that grown-ups do. There are lots more besides what's shown here. They do a lot of things to make the world work. Like this man. He's a mechanic. This woman. She's a doctor. This woman who is singing. This man who is delivering mail. But when people are not at work or at school or sick or asleep, we get to do whatever we want. Whatever we're doing, we need to eat when we are hungry. Some of us have more food than others. We all need food and water to survive. We get water from the rain, which flows into little streams and big rivers and all the way to the sea. Oh, you can't drink the sea because it's too salty. The sea looks empty. But actually, it's full. Fish can swim, but they can't walk. Most animals can walk, or swim, or gallop, or hop, but they can't fly. Some birds can swim and walk and fly. So if I had to choose, I'd be a bird. Oh, this bird down here says I can't fly. The penguin. Birds can sing, so can whales and people. People make all kinds of music on our own and all together. Some of us who are deaf talk with our hands and faces. Sign language. Some of us who are blind read with our fingers. Braille. If we are blind, we can imagine colors as shapes and sounds. These are the colors that you need to paint everything in the world. Look at all those colors. Some things are part of nature, like the acorn, the flower, the oyster, the platypus, a tree. Some things are made by people. Glasses. What else is here? A teacup, a playing card, a telephone. All kinds of things are made by people. Some things are big, like the Eiffel Tower, and a ship, and the skeleton of a dinosaur. And some things are small, like a Cheerio, or a screw, or a ladybug, or a four-leaf clover. Some things are invisible. I don't think you can see too much on these pages. Like the wind, the invisible cloak, ghosts, gravity, electricity, the smell of roast chicken, old socks, frangipani, wet wool, sound waves, germs, unless you have a very special microscope for germs. Some germs can make you sick. So can eating a woolly milk-capped toadstool, or breathing in smoke, or getting spat on by a slow loris. Sometimes people get hurt by accident. sometimes we hurt each other. Oh dear. These two boys, "Mom, Mom," calling for their mother, I suppose to take each of their part. Oh dear. Armies fighting against each other and people getting hurt and killed. It's better when we help each other. Babies are not very good at anything. Kids are good at lots of things. Grown-ups can do just about anything until they are really, really old. But by then, the babies are grown up and can help. Older people are good at telling stories about the world when they were young. Kids are good at making up stories that haven't happened yet. There are lots of things we don't know. We don't know where we were before we were born, or where we go when we die. But right this minute, we are here together on this beautiful planet. If you come to Earth, you can stay in my room. Love, Quinn. Oh my goodness, look at his long piece of paper and all of the pictures and words on that piece of paper. He had so much to say. I wonder if the visitors from another planet will get his letter and what they will think of it. I hope you like this story. I really enjoyed it because it had new ideas, and I'd like to know your ideas too.